Most capital cities behave like they are auditioning for a superhero movie. They build giant ministries, big roads, serious squares, and buildings that say, "Please respect us, we have paperwork." Bern does something else. Switzerland's federal city has about 146,000 residents and around 51.6 square kilometers, and somehow still feels like somebody gently placed a capital city inside a landscape planning. Bern is what happens when a city planner, a river, and a very calm Swiss person all agree not to panic. This is not a city that lost nature and then tried to buy it back with expensive landscaping. Bern never fully lost its green heart in the first place. This is the first episode of Module 2 of the course for Urban Planning and Environment. This module is called How Nature Saves Cities. Follow the course if you like the topic.
I'm Ushman Masumi, urban history.
Bern was founded in 1191 on a high peninsula surrounded by the Aare River. That geography was not just beautiful, it was practical. The river protected the city on several sides, shaped its street pattern, and limited where development could go. The old city became so well preserved that it was added to the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1983. UNESCO describes it as a city developed with an exceptionally coherent planning concept, with historic arcades and fountains still shaping the urban experience. So Bern did not begin on a random urban explosion. It began as a compact city shaped by water, topography, and defense. Basically, medieval Bern looked at Aare and said, "You protect us, we provide the rooftops." The Aare is not background decoration. It is one of Bern's main urban characters. The river curves around the old city like a green-blue ribbon. In summer, residents swim and float along it, often carrying clothes in waterproof bags. This is not a tourism fantasy. It is part of daily urban life. In most cities, commuting means catching a bus. In Bern, sometimes it means trusting a river and hoping your shoes stay dry. The Aare also helps cool the city, creates recreation space, supports biodiversity, and gives Bern something many capitals lack: direct daily contact with nature. That matters because green and blue spaces are not just nice. They are urban infrastructure. They cool cities, they absorb water, they improve health, and they give people somewhere to breathe when emails become too powerful. Bern's geography kept the city relatively compact. The municipality covers just over 51 square kilometers, but it contains dense neighborhoods, public transport, historic streets, river landscapes, and nearby forests. This compactness matters. A compact city needs fewer long car trips. It supports walking, cycling, trams, buses, and rail. It also reduces pressure to endlessly consume land at the edges. Bern's Central Railway Station is one of Switzerland's major transport hubs, with about 164,800 passengers per weekday in 2022, and the city is served by trains, trams, trolleybuses, buses, and Bern S-Bahn. This is a huge environmental advantage, because a green city is not only about trees, it is also about movement. A city where people can move without depending on cars is already halfway to becoming more sustainable. The cleanest traffic jam is the one that never forms. In the 20th century, many cities fell in love with cars. They widened roads, they demolished neighborhoods, they turned riversides into traffic corridors. And then they looked back around and wondered why everything felt like a parking lot with anxiety. Bern did not escape modernization completely, but it never fully surrendered its identity to asphalt. Its historic center remained walkable, public transport stayed important, the river remained visible and accessible. The result is a city where green space, public space, and mobility still work together. This is why Bern feels different. It is not trying to impress you with size. It impresses you with balance. Bern's green heart is not one single part. It is a system. There are riverside paths, forests, neighborhood green spaces, hills, gardens, and open landscape near the city. This creates what planners often call green infrastructure. That phrase sounds technical, but the idea is simple. Nature does work. Trees reduce heat, soil absorbs rain, parks support social life, river corridors connect ecosystems, and people become slightly less miserable. Honestly, half of urban planning is discovering the trees were doing unpaid labor the whole time. Bern shows that environmental planning is strongest when nature is not treated as decoration, but as part of how the city functions. Being a UNESCO city brings prestige, tourists, and protection. It also brings planning headaches. You cannot simply demolish historic streets and build whatever you want. Bern's medieval structure limits large interventions. But this restriction may also protect the city from bad ideas. The old city's arcades, fountains, street scale, and compact form keep Bern human sized. It still feels like a place for walking, watching, sitting, and living, not just passing through. Sometimes the best urban planning rule is please don't ruin the thing that already works. Bern is not perfect, no city is, but Bern teaches one powerful lesson. Cities do not always need to choose between urban life and nature. The Aare shaped the city. The hills limited expansion. The compact form supported public transport. The green spaces kept nature close. And the historic center helped preserve a human scale. Many cities today are desperately trying to rebuild green systems they destroyed decades ago. Bern's advantage is that it never fully destroyed them. That is why Bern still feels like a capital city with a green heart, or maybe more accurately, a very organized forest that accidentally became the seat of Swiss government.